Okay, welcome to Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game. Going through an overview of all the stuff that I printed. It is a lot. There is a campaign, custom-made campaign called End Times, and these are the cards for End Times alone. So you have specific locations in specific tiers that are referenced. Skaven War Camp, Skaven Complex, Riverside Village, and they all have spawning instructions in the top, in the bottom left. Rijkland Forest. Not sure if you can read it. Ranaldstraße in Ubersrijk, so that is inside of the city, and there is a Wizard's Tower, Magnus Tower, and a whole of mysteries, and this is Wizard's Tower stuff, and there is also a generic tower stuff, and there is Under Empire and Tower. So the locations, they all have this back. Not really sure why, because it shows a moon symbol like a day and night. And these cards are enemy cards that are specific to that campaign. Yeah, good quality, if I say so. So you have the Night Runner set. And Poison Globadier. Apparently I put the single elite in front of the two regulars. So you're not shuffling these. You're taking out cards according to the instructions on the specific quest part that I'll show later. So this is a Nemesis. And yeah, attacks are described in the bottom. For this frenzy is different than the other things that don't have frenzy. Then there is the Nemesis that you can fight. Some Skaven. These are tier 4, so it goes further than and beyond the base game, because the base game only goes until 3. Rattling, Gunners, Skaven, Storm Vermin, and the White Rats, and Nemesis. So yeah, this is how I sort them. This is for End Times. I think it's better if I show now the End Times campaign, if I can find it. Let's see. Maybe it's here. So we have no. Maybe not here. Maybe it's in here. No, not these. Not this. Oh, this is n times. Yeah. So yeah, what I showed. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Okay, so the idea is I think it's either one of these, ambush at Ubersrijk, or the Grey Wizard. They are all level 1, tier 1, so let's see. So you use the main library, Hall of Illusions, Hall of Mysteries, and Wizards study location cards in order. Then the Skaven Slave, Clanrat, Night Runner. So it says here the city is taken, at least most of it. Some of the heroes have formed a resistance to repel the invasion. Yeah, I think this is the start. Yeah, I think so. It's a pity that both of these cards are numbered 1. This references the Quartz Grimjaw. And I think it doesn't really matter which one you use, but there is apparently a siege from the enemy. And there is a Grey Wizard with a Forbidden Tome. And then you have again 2 cards. Maybe you just play the small cards first, yeah. So the Stonework Skewer and the Skaven Tunnel has been discovered recently into the city. And here the Skaven engineers are up in the forest building some strange contraptions known as doom wheels. So you need to sabotage the doom wheels. And here is the Pearl Track and the specific things. For example, Spawn, Grot, Sternmal, some kind of nemesis, and here I don't think you have here don't think you have here a nemesis, but yeah, you would have these typos everywhere. So yeah, that's what you get for free. I did some proofreading for some cards, but not everything. And I don't think you would have trouble understanding this, the instructions. It's just a few little typos. So yeah, then you have the unpleasant delivery. with wedding gifts, I think. Yeah. Unpleasant delivery is with Nurgle rot and stuff like that, and this is a different adventure. That's a 3-part adventure, and that I took out most of the typos. But your party is hired by the small town of Brazenburg to deliver a taxes demand to one Lady Penelope Gruel, a wealthy noble by the town's standards, and to bring back the money to the local authorities. But as you inquire, the taxes officials finally reveal to you that you're not the first to be sent. 3 officers of the law went for this simple task but never returned. Realizing this news might curb your enthusiasm, you are given valuable equipment from the town's armory. Weary of what might have happened to these good men, you make your way to Lady Penelope's estate, where she oversees the good running of the Gruel ancestral family business, pig breeding. Yeah, it's an unpleasant delivery, and then you go digging for answers after you did the Blight of the Fly Lord quest 1 part. After a good cleansing, you are taken to the town's elders to tell your story. Strangely enough, they seem shocked, but not quite enough. After being reminded that they sent you on what was a suicide mission and a good look at your steel, they confess that a year ago Lady Penelope's father died in a weird accident, and almost 9 months ago her mother fell to a disease that had left her horribly deformed. Through the use of her wealth, Lady Penelope and her mother buried in Graveyard Keep beyond the dreaded beyond the dreaded cemetery of the damned, instead of being burned. You'd all look at each other quietly, realizing that you surely are to make way with all due haste to this wicked place, armed with your weapons, courage, and some good shovels.